Hello there, boys. Here's my 87 Formula, equipped with a lowly, bottom-of-the-line LG4 5-liter V8, the weakest offering in all of third gens in 1987. So what would happen if this car would go back to 1982? Would it be a street terror? Oh, absolutely right. Hang around and I'll explain why. Just a quick primer on the 87 LG4. It was revamped along with the LB9 in 1987 with a whole bunch of improvements, and the LG4 shared all of them. Roller cam, 9.3 to 1 compression pistons, 081 heads, which were fantastic flowing heads, center bolt, valve covers, one-piece main seal, lots of improvements. The LG4 shared all of them. This was basically an 87 LB9 with a peanut cam, 4-barrel carb, and 2-inch exhaust manifolds. And in this, guys, it put out 170 horsepower and 255 foot-pounds of torque. This one here is a T5 with a 323 rear end. A very well-driven one. Could probably do high 15s. And remember that, because in about a minute or in about a second when I pull into my driveway, we're going to talk about 1982 and what a 170 horsepower 5-speed 323 rear end car could do on the street. Okay, folks, here she is in all her glory, my LG4. And knock wood, AC is still working on this. This one has a 1984 Trans Am functional hood scoop, so the stock one wouldn't have that, the top of the air cleaner. So this was last year for the LG4, last year for the carburetor. Following year it was replaced by the throttle body LO3, which put out about the same horsepower and torque. So let's go back to 1982. 1982, the third gens came out, and the world was just shocked. They were drop dead gorgeous, everyone in the US, in Europe, in Asia. They were just a design victory. Additionally, their chassis dynamics were phenomenal. They handled better than any other American car in history. The one place that maybe they were a little weak on were powertrains. The top offerings on both Z28 and Trans Am were the LU5 automatic. They couldn't certify a 4-speed, and the LG4, the 82 version of the LG4 with 145 horsepower, and a 4-speed or an automatic. The LG4s were good for 17 seconds, mid-17s, maybe a high 16 with a well-driven 4-speed. The LU5 good for mid-16s, maybe high 16s, in the 16s. And this was a beautiful place for them to be, because the 81 Mustang had that pathetic milquetoast 4.2 liter V8. What was it, 115 horsepower with an automatic only. They were 18-second quarter miles, or mid-18s, or whatever. It was just ridiculous. So here was GM, with a number of drivetrains that would allow their new car to be literally 2 seconds faster than their competition, while still comfortably letting Corvette be a little bit faster than it, there's politics at GM if you guys weren't aware. So the 82 Corvette with the L83 Crossfire and automatic was about a 16-second car, 16 flat, 15.9, right in that ballpark. So out of nowhere, Ford decides it needs to be playing in this game again. Brings back the 5.0, just takes off-the-shelf parts and just creates a high-output version. Takes the 351 Marine cam, which necessitated a change in firing order, which changed the way the car sounded. A larger 2-barrel because a 4-barrel wasn't available. A larger air cleaner from the 351 police package. More free-flow exhaust, the 4-speed, that single-rail overdrive unit, and a 308 rear end. So out of nowhere, the Mustang GT now is a 16-second flat car, or low 16s. I've seen them at the time, low 16s. I saw one road test that did a 15.8. Let's call it just a 16-second flat car. So in one fell swoop, Mustang is back in the game, and now they're running quarter miles as fast as the Corvette, at least a half a second or more faster than the 82 third gens were at the time. So you think about this package here, my LG4, 170 horsepower, 5-speed, 323 rear end, very well driven. It would be in the high 15s. This would definitely rule the street. This would be the street king. It would be a street terror. So any comments? Just post them up. I like to hear them all. And please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.